For our Lenten devotions, we're going to use a story to tell, written by 4 different Lutheran pastors as they go through the book of Mark. The thing about the book of Mark is he uses the word immediately a lot. There's a sense of urgency. And so as we walk through the 40 days of Lent, preparing ourselves for what is the chief holiday of the Christian church, the death and resurrection of Christ, that we take a moment each day to think and remember and to realize that we are responsible for ourselves and are responding in faith to this great gift that God has given us. So as always, we begin this day by remembering all of the hope and the promises that God gives us and the joy that that brings to us. We stop and realize that every day I am the face of God to those that I meet. And I will end each day by thanking God for the blessings that I've received, and not just looking at the problems that I encountered and the challenges that we face, but also that God indeed was with us and for us during the day. And so we entrust our lives to Him.
Pity on those who fear, for Today we read from A Story to Tell, Devotions for Lent 2021. It is Friday, March 5th. I'm reading from Mark chapter 6, verses 35 through 38. When it grew late, Jesus' disciples came to him and said, "This is a deserted place, and the hour is now very late. Send the crowd away so that they may go into the surrounding country and villages and buy something for themselves to eat." They said to him, "Are we to go and buy 200 denarii worth of bread and give it to them to eat?" And he said to them, "How many loaves have you? Go and see." When they found out, they said, 5 and 2 fish. 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish were all the food the disciples could find to feed the crowd. That initial meager fare is a stark reminder that when no preparations are made for travel through a deserted place, the outcome can be brutal. In today's world, the term food deserts describes places that have little access to fresh food at a fair price. Far too often, people living in these places suffer from poor health that accompanies a poor diet. Many urban food deserts exist in reasonable proximity to an abundance of food, but political and social barriers keep those who are poor from obtaining what they really need. Jesus noticed that people in the crowd were hungry and challenged his disciples to meet this need. He continues to challenge his disciples today and calls us into a new community where all are fed. Feeding others is part of who we are as his body, his church, and indeed his people. We look to you, O God, to care for our bodies and souls. Awaken us to do our part to the end the scourge of hunger. Amen.